Hi everybody, it's Matt here from Love Realty and welcome to the next edition of Matt Chat. Right, so what I want to talk a little bit about today, I want to sort of talk to investors and help them understand a little bit more what it means to be an investor and investing in property. The first thing I want to talk about really is understanding that a property is just like any other investment. So for those who may not understand, there's generally three types of investment: property, shares, and business. So obviously property is the one we're going to be talking about here because that's what we do. One of the key things when it comes to having an investment property is to treat it like a business. What I mean by that is when you go into a business or shares, you're not going to go into something and invest in something if there isn't a potential of an upside, which is generally making some level of money out of it. Yes, it's very nice to have people in your home and to try and look after them and do that. That's an excellent thing to do. But the reality is over time, you need to make sure that you are getting some level of return out of it. So what I want to talk about is three key things that we need to identify when we make sure that we're getting the best out of our property investment. I'm going to not do this all at once, I'm going to do this over the next 3 weeks. The first area I want to talk about today is how do we make sure that we're getting the best yield. So yield is pretty straightforward, that's how much rent you're getting. So one of the key things that we look at is what is the property worth, how much should I pay for it, and then what is the potential return. In the current market, we have seen that properties had increased in sale price over the last 18 months, in most areas 30% plus. We have also seen that rental prices have also gone up, but by not as much. So I just want to put this notion to your head. If you have a property at the moment and it's worth a certain amount and your rent is not reflective of that, then your yield is actually dropping. So what we've found is when I'm talking to new owners and new investors who are coming to Love, a lot of them haven't had any type of increase in 2 and 3 years. They're now $100 to $150 below the market. So all of a sudden their yield, their return has been diminished quite considerably. So one of the first things that I'd like to do with you is obviously talk to you about what type of yield you're getting and how we can maximize what you're getting out of it in that front. The two other things I'll talk about over the next couple of weeks, one will be maximizing it, and that's not just yield. And the last thing is about how you make sure you have that capital growth. By having a good yield, good maximization and good capital growth, you have a very solid and secure investment. That's it for today. I hope that's been a little bit helpful. If you want to know more, please reach out on 4958 8555. Happy to discuss that a little bit further with you.